Honestly, nobody told me the truth about leave-ins until I got them, and I was like, "What the is this?" And then I told my auntie, and then she was like, "Yeah, that's how it is." I'm like, "Why did you not tell me this?" So I'm here to tell you guys the tea, the real truth about these leave-ins that your influencers have been telling us about, but not telling us the truth about. I'm here, and I have Fossey here, and I'm gonna give you guys the deep. Let's get into it. Basically, nobody told me about leave-ins, and I just wanted to join the TikTok girlies on their leave-in trends. But this is what caught up with me. But so you know, like me, before you get your leave-ins, I'm gonna go into the pros and cons of getting leave-ins, especially for my Fossey hair girlies, while I straighten my hair. So let's get into it. So the first thing you need to know is that leave-ins are hard to manage, especially if you have Fossey hair. Very quickly, let me show you that I'm a Fossey hair girly. If you can see my new growth, that's what it looks like. I am very much a Fossey hair girly, and a lot of times if I'm going out, I can't just leave my hair like this because it's not going to stay flat. I have to straighten it. So that's the first con. Initially, when I was getting leave-ins, in my mind I was like, how hard could it be, right? All I had to do is just straighten it the first time I'm getting my leave-in, and I'm good to go. Lies. Not that first time you straighten it, you still have to straighten it again, because my hair didn't get straight when I straightened it for the whole day. In fact, after that day, I was looking like, I don't even know what to say. I was just looking really bad. The second con will probably be the heat in the country. I mean, if you're in Nigeria, you will know that this sun is hot enough to boil the perfect yam and fry egg for Ira Star. It is that hot. A lot of the times when you have hair on your neck or touching your skin or anything like that, it is very annoying and frustrating because it is so hot. But I guess this depends on the length of the hair that you do, because mine is relatively long. It's probably about 12, 14, 16 inches. So it is passing my neck, but whenever I want to put it up, I can't just remove it from my head. It's literally stuck on my hair, so the heat gets to me every single time. Of course, if you have a hairnet or like a hair bonnet or something, it will do you a lot of good. But if you don't, you are in for it too. Even me with my hairnet, sometimes I want to cry. Last but not least, I think this one hurts the most. It's not versatile enough for me. So a lot of times I can only do a middle part or a side part, maybe left or right. And I know that there are hairstylists out there that give you a versatile sewing, especially for the girls that have their hairs relaxed. But for me, with my Fossey hair, if I do a versatile sewing with like a middle part, side part, both side parts especially, it just goes back to point number one, where I told you guys that it's a lot of work to maintain, because then I have to not only maintain a middle part, which is what I have now, but I also have to maintain a left side part and a right side part. For the girls that get it, y'all get it. For the girls that don't, I'll probably put pictures up so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So the way that I'm straightening out my middle part, I'd have to straighten out my left part and my right part if I want to keep it in. That's not sustainable, because I mean, it's sustainable if you don't care about heat damage, but I care a lot about heat damage. I mean, it's just hair, it will grow back. You only live once, which is why I did it. But now that I know better, I'll stick to wigs. And now that we're talking about wigs, I'm actually starting a business. I'm going to be selling blend hair wigs. My brand is all about letting us know that as girls, it is possible to still look cute, still look okay, and not have to break the bank or not have to look like we're wearing sponge hairs. We can still rock our blend hairs. So if you're interested in any of that, if you're interested in patronizing my brand, don't worry, in my next video I'm going to show you guys the unboxing. I'm going to get you guys in on the deets for the business, but the page is going to be up here. It's TLR Hairs. So you can go subscribe, or you can go follow us in our social media channels, especially TikTok. We're going to be live on TikTok. And if you'd like to get your hairs as soon as possible, send me a DM, because why not? Why not? Let's see how this looks while I actually tell you the pros of getting your leave out. The first thing to know when getting a leave out on your Fossey hair is that it's really easy to work with. It's relatively easy to work with. And what that means is I just straighten my hair, my middle part. Now that I have it straight, I'm sure you guys can tell that it's really okay. It's not so bad. It's not as bad as I'm making it seem. It's really good. one side, probably put like a band on it, or I don't even have to put a band on it once I do my edges, which I'm not gonna do because I'm taking it down now. But once I do my edges, it's okay. It's relatively easy to manage, and the hair isn't so bad. It tangles when the wind is too much, but if the wind isn't too bad, if you're just inside your office working, it's okay. It's manageable. It's meant to be affordable hair, so it's gonna tangle once in a while, but apart from that, it's relatively easy to manage. Second pro is if I want to tie a scarf and just pretend to look put together, I can either go with this style. Shout out to Joe Boy for this scarf that was inspired by him. I don't even think I did it right, but like, I like the way it looks. So. Okay. Okay. I won't say it's cheap, but it's very, very affordable. I think two of them will go for like about 13 to 14k. So this is the first style, turban inspired styles. And if you don't like this style, another alternative would be this, depending on my preference. But in case you can't keep up with the constant straightening that comes with a leave-in, especially if you have 4C hair, this is great. So it all depends on your preference. And the third pro is you don't have to put on a wig all the time, you don't have to take off a wig all the time. And there was a time that I actually forgot to wear my wig. You guys, I don't know what I was thinking about, but I forgot to wear my wig. What kind of human being forgets to wear their wig when they're going outside? I wear my wig, I was looking like a rat all over the place, but let's leave that aside. So this just helps me make sure that I don't forget my wig when I'm going out. So those are pretty much the pros and cons of getting a leave out. I'm not gonna lie, I actually love my leave out when it's left out for like the first 2 hours, but after that I just look like a madman. I look crazy. So let me know what you guys think about leave outs in the comment section, and if I left any pros or cons out, then let your fellow sisters know so that you know they can determine if they want a leave out or not before getting it done. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, love.